Growing rift among pan-democrats over constitutional reform plan. China's central bank rules out a one-off revaluation of the yuan. And the latest from the World Cup. Good evening. Leader of the Democratic Party, Albert Ho, has confirmed that he had a meeting this morning with the Deputy Director of the Central Government's Liaison Office, Li Gang. According to Ho, Li said the party's proposed changes to the government's constitutional reform package are not against the Basic Law or the National People's Congress Standing Committee's previous decision. Meanwhile, there's a growing rift within the pan-democratic camp. As Bolong reports, members of the League of Social Democrats protested against the proposed changes at a rally organised by the Alliance for Universal Suffrage.
Bolong, TVB News.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Donald Tsang continued to meet with lawmakers today, seeking their support for the government's constitutional reform proposals. Many of the legislators said they will vote in favour of an amended version of the package put forward by the Democratic Party. As Priscilla Ng reports, their support will likely secure the passage of the bill at the Legislative Council on Wednesday.
Priscilla Ng, TVB News.
Financial Secretary John Tsang postponed his trip to Canada for the G20 summit to Friday. Tsang said he will stay in Hong Kong an extra 2 days to support the government's political reform proposals. His original outbound travel date of Wednesday coincides with the LegCo vote on the proposals. China's central bank today said it would maintain a stable exchange rate and didn't anticipate major changes in the value of the yuan, a day after saying it would manage the currency more flexibly. Still, the international community welcomed China's decision, but the row over the yuan is not expected to go away anytime soon. Jameson Wong reports.
Jameson Wong, TVB News.
The number of people killed by flash floods that ravaged southern China has risen to at least 132. 86 people are still missing. More than 10 million people have been affected. Jiangxi is one of the 9 hard-hit provinces. Days of torrential rain led to surging floodwaters. In all, 280,000 people were evacuated from their homes. Economic losses now total 14.5 billion yuan. The central government has sent 3 teams of experts to Chongqing, Guizhou and Zhejiang to help local authorities handle the floods and the aftermath. The worst is not yet over. Authorities have forecast more heavy rain over the next few days. BP CEO Tony Hayward is in the hot seat yet again for taking time off from dealing with the most serious environmental disaster in US history. He faced a fresh avalanche of criticism as news circulated that he went to a yacht competition in Britain as oil continues to spill from a blown-out well into the Gulf of Mexico. US President Barack Obama and Vice President Joe Biden have also attracted negative attention for their social outing this weekend. James Legilia reports. Former French Prime Minister Dominique de Villepin has launched a new political movement seen as an alternative to the policies of President Nicolas Sarkozy. Several thousand people shouting Villepin president were on hand as the one-time diplomat launched his movement, Republic Solidarity, at a meeting in Paris. Like Sarkozy, de Villepin belonged to the Conservative UMP party, which controls parliament. However, Villepin and Sarkozy are rivals for power. The new movement is seen as a base for de Villepin to mount a campaign for president in 2012 if the courts don't stop him. Villepin was acquitted in January in the so-called Clearstream affair, which allegedly targeted Sarkozy. But the prosecutor's office appealed and de Villepin will be tried again. In sports, at the World Cup, Italy and New Zealand have played to a 1-1 tie. Nightmare start for the Italians as New Zealand's Shane Smeltz found the back of the net in the 7th minute. Italy's Vincenzo Iaquinta scored a 29th minute penalty to pull the defending World Cup champions level. In the early Group F match, Paraguay defeated Slovakia 2-0, goals from Enrique Vera and Christian Riveros. The Paraguayans have 4 points from 2 games. Slovakia have a single point from a draw in their opening match. And finally, the weather. Hot with sunny intervals tomorrow. The maximum temperature will be around 31 degrees. Outlook mainly cloudy with showers in the following few days. That wraps up our late news. Thanks for joining us. Have a good week ahead.